Today we're taking a look at the Howard University Air Jordan 1 Low PE and then the general release version that came out to the public a few months ago. Now I was hesitant on adding this pair to my collection simply because I already had the PE, but then I was like, at the end of the day, I do like this shoe still, and they're really cheap right now. And if you guys didn't know by now, my name is DJ and this is the DNA Show. Now before we get to breaking down all the different details of these two shoes, you know we gotta go over the history first. So a few years ago, Jordan Brand added its first HBCU to its sponsored program, and that's Howard University. With that debut, the first sneaker that hit the college campus was the Air Jordan 6. Now you guys know I love Jordan 6s. It's my favorite model, so I had to pick these up. Now I'm not sure if you guys remember, but during this time, the other college Jordan 6 PEs had already hit the streets and the schools had got those. So it was dope to see that Howard ended up getting a Jordan 6 as well, but they gave these a crazy twist and switched up all the materials, the color blocking, and basically created its own unique shoe along this line. Now don't get me wrong, there were some other shoes that were similar, like the other green and purple 6s. If you know, you know. But at the end of the day, it was dope to see an HBCU get added to the line. Now following that, a year later, we then saw the Howard University Air Jordan 1 Low, and last year we then saw the Air Jordan 23 PE. Now after these had hit the streets amongst all the other college PEs when it comes to Jordan 1 Lows, everybody was going crazy for these shoes. Resale was about $2,000 to $4,000 depending on the size, the condition, and the college, and I ended up getting lucky and finding a pair for the low. Shout out to the homies over there at Untied LA. Now months go by and obviously everybody loves the Jordan 1 Low PEs. Jordan 1s are still hot, but at the time, kind of trickling off. If some news breaks out that the Howard 1 Low is going to be retroed, and everybody's like convinced it's going to be the exact same as the PE. And I was trying to tell people it's not the same shoe. They never do that. Even on the Oregon 5s, I did a comparison video. They switch up the materials, they change the logos, they always do something to give us not exactly the same thing. Even if it's close, it's still not the same. All right, time to do this unboxing and show you guys these comparisons. So I don't know exactly how we're gonna go about this, but I got some ideas. First off, let's get through the boxes. So when it comes to the general release, you can see you have your all over sale on the lid, the box all throughout, and then you have that matte navy finish right here on the Nike and the swoosh, and then the same thing on the side panels, the back end and the front end of the box. Now looking at the size tag, it reads Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG, Summit White, Gem Red, size 13, just for me. And retail on these things was like 130 or 140 bucks. I don't remember because I got them for cheaper. They were on GOAT for like 90 or $80. Now lifting open the lid of the box right here, we have your all over white paper, and then you got the shoe. Oh, you got the shoe. Now when it comes to the PE, this is an all over black box with the red text, the classic OG style, even retro Air Jordan 1 box. This is actually a replacement box, but I've seen people get their pairs in this box. So there's no size tag to read on these in particular because I literally just got them directly from a player and I didn't have the box, so it is what it is. Now lifting off the lid right here, you got the shoe. Oh, you got the shoe. So what I want to do now is go through every single detail of the shoe because apparently in people's heads still, I don't understand. It's the same thing. It's not the same thing. Looking at the outsole, you have all navy, and then you have an all semi, very ultra semi translucent gum bottom right here on the PE. I've worn the PE already, so it's a little dirty, but besides that, obviously big difference. Now going to the midsole, kind of similar here. You have a sail midsole with the sail stitch, and then to the upper, completely different on the materials. So you're gonna have a premium soft leather, and then you have your rough leather here, giving you that distressed vibe, similar to like how we see on the Air Jordan 6s. Not exactly the same, but just to kind of give you an idea. And then when it comes to the general release, you have all over leather throughout this sneaker, except for the leather's a little bit different. So you're gonna have one that's gonna have kind of a little bit more of a giving you a premium feel type vibe, and that's gonna be a stiffer tumbled leather here. You have a smooth leather on the vamp, same thing on the side panels. I don't know what it is with the general releases and why they do this, but the leather on the swooshes, they feel absolutely terrible. This happens often, so it's not like I'm making this up because it's just a PE. No, like I've talked about this before. I wish they would do a little bit better on that aspect. And then on the back end right here, you're gonna have that same thing, that tumbled leather type look to it. Typically, these are all covered in synthetic leathers on the upper. And then obviously a big thing right here is gonna be color blocking as well. So technically, you can say yes, the color blocking on the shoe, The navy swoosh, the same. The back end around the heel and around the heel counter area, that's also going to be the same, but obviously different materials. Now, one detail that I really love about these is it has this small Nike swoosh on here, and they actually stayed consistent with that on the general release as well. This is something that we don't typically see on GRs. Again, it is possible, but not as often. Now, like I was talking about earlier, yes, you have the same colors, but different materials. So you have this Stingray material here on the navy swoosh on the PE, and again, that same distressed leather on the back end, giving you a lot more of a premium feel and obviously better material. Now, looking at the toe cap, the vamp, all those different areas around the front end of the shoe, I would say the shape is a little bit different as well. On the general releases, typically the toe is a little bit more boxy, a little bit more square on the front end of it. And then on the PE, it actually has a lot more of a slim tapered look to it. On all of these versions from this pack or set or whatever you like to call it. Now, both of these do come with premium laces, and I like that touch as well because general release, something that we don't typically get, and gave us an additional pair of premium laces. Actually, I don't think these ones were premium. And then on the PE, you have more of a wax style lace as well. And then you have a navy wax lace that comes with them and a red wax lace. So overall, you're gonna have a more expensive lace and then additional pair of laces as well. Now, one big difference on the tongue of these two shoes, you're gonna have your classic Air Jordan 1 mesh tongue on the GR, and then you have that premium leather here in that tan on the PE. Going to the collar of the shoe, big upgrade right here on the PE. You're gonna have all over satin, and that's gonna be quilted as well with that diamond stitch. Very, very nice element. I always love that. I'm a sucker for it. Hey, real quick, just wanted to let you guys know we're getting really close to 400,000 subscribers, so I need you guys to hit that subscribe button right now. Take a quick second to do that, and also run up the likes for me. Help it get to 1,000 likes on the video as well. Now let's go ahead and get back to it. And oh yeah, my bad. Just so you know, when we get to 400K, I got a big giveaway coming, so make sure you guys subscribe. Now, typically you get those cheap blue insoles on Air Jordan 1s, but we did get a slight upgrade on the insoles on these. So looking at the sock liner right here, you can see all navy with the red text with the Nike Air, and then on the back end, more similar to that Dream Cell vibes. Now, when it comes to the PE version on these, you're gonna see a difference, and that actually has the same type of outsole on the bottom. You know, the materials are the same, which is great, so that's equal. And then on here on the sock liner, you see it's all red, and you have the Howard Bison branding. Now, one thing I didn't like about the college PEs that came out, the entire set, every single school, the only school branding that was on any of the models was actually on the insole. So if you took the insoles out or the branding rubbed off, it's just kind of like another shoe, but again, obviously a very premium shoe. So getting to the back end of the shoe, this is where I think they did better on the general release than the PE. So let's talk about that real quick. So you can see right here, two major differences. Obviously, one's white, one's blue, but the general release is actually stitched. And I think whenever they do the stitching, it's just a lot nicer. It just gives it a little bit more of a premium element, not just that stamp added onto there. And it just lasts longer, right? Like, this could rub off over time. There's a lot of different reasons how this could get messed up. So for me, I would say I would definitely take this element of the general release over the PE version. So now that you guys have seen a better look between these two shoes, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Is it the colorway? Is it the materials? Is it the school in general? What is it that you do or don't like behind these models? So I forgot to post a poll seeing which one people like the most. I'll post it here on my YouTube channel, so stay tuned for the community tab for that so you guys can vote. But I did post a poll on my Instagram to see if the shoe was fire or trash, and we could take those percentages and probably decide which one people like more based off of that. So when it comes to the general release, 72% of the people chose fire and 28% of the people chose trash. And honestly, that's pretty good, especially to say, like, again, I'm telling you, these are going for under retail. I mean, I don't know. In my size, I got them for under retail not that long ago. So I haven't checked the market recently, but I'm assuming you probably could still get them for under retail. Any Jordan 1 low for under 100 bucks, to me, good deal. Now, when it comes to the Howard University PE, 86% of the people chose fire and 14% of the people chose trash, which to me in my head is a clear indicator that people like this shoe more. Not a lot more, about 10-12% more, but at the end of the day, still a unanimous winner. Overall, that's my look at these two shoes. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see any other general releases versus PE comparisons, please let me know down below in the comment section. I'll make sure I get that out to you guys soon. I appreciate you as always. I'll see you in another one. Oh yeah, 400,000 subscribers. We're almost there. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the giveaway. All right, y'all.
I would never let you down. It's in my DNA. The only choice I like to make what I'ma wear today. I would never let you down, it's in my DNA. The only choice I like to make what I'ma wear today. I was made for it, it's in the DNA.